Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. What an epic day. What an epic day. How much fun was that? So the thing to learn here is we knew there was a big move coming, and it could be either way. So we had puts. We had the 3,600 puts at 3. We were going to go down 200. It was going to go to 3,500. So those $3 puts were going to go to 100. But if it was good, the 3,900 calls were 4. They closed at 60. They really closed at 85 because we were doing the ones the day after, which were today's. Right? We didn't do those. We ended up buying them in the morning, the 39.10s, and we sold those right away for a double, but they went all the way to 60, 70. They went to 70. Jesus. From $4. But then everything hit. But here's the thing, and this is Sam 101. This is exactly what Sam does. So right off the bat, Snow was up 12, now is up 15, 20. And I told you, now it could go up 40, and it goes up 40. So tell me, go on all of Wall Street, go on, find anybody on Wall Street that's going to tell you, oh, this can go up 20 points, or this can go up 40 points. People will say they can go up and go up a little bit. Nobody tells you something's going to go up 40 points. I mean, I told you, NOW, if it goes up, going to go up 40. 40! And it went up 40. Because here's the thing. If they were going to buy, the dollar was going to drop and they were going to buy tax. And what did they do? The dollar dropped and they bought tax. Now, it doesn't have to be a great report. People sending me messages, Sam, this is not a great report. I said, I don't care. I'm not here, and you're not here, and you don't wake up in the morning, I hope you don't, to say, oh my God, the news is good or the news is bad. We don't really give a shit about the news. We just care what the market's going to do based on the news. Get this through your mind, okay? We just care what happens, okay? Like today, if Tesla takes off and it breaks 200 and 203 comes, probably goes to 216. Most likely it doesn't get there, but who knows? But if it were to break and get to 203 and go, do we care why it went? If Elon tweeted, you may care that he tweeted or whatever. It helps the stock. But we don't really give a shit what's going on with Twitter. I don't care. I hope he fixes it and I hope it doesn't cost him a lot. Okay? So very straightforward. So learn this concept of sending, I keep telling you, when you say something, it's in your subconscious. Okay? Telling people, oh my God, the news is no good. These guys, the guys on CNBC, they're so idiotic sometimes. Really? Who cares? Oh, it only went down 0.2%. It doesn't matter. It went down. But here's it. And then they try to make decisions before. What have I always taught you? Make a decision when you need to make a decision. Do you need to tell me today what the Fed is going to do at the next meeting? These guys are saying, well, based on this number, they're going to do XX. And here's my comment to them. Go back to school. You know why? Because this number doesn't really matter. And nothing the Fed guys come on, and you may get 4 guys today, it doesn't matter. And why doesn't it matter? Quiz. Type it in if you know the answer. You know why it doesn't matter? Because there's another one coming on before. There's another CPI report before the Fed has to make a decision. This is what I keep telling you. You don't need to make a decision. They don't need to tell you. I mean, they came out yesterday and they're saying, oh, it's only one number. We need a trend. Well, the trend happens If the next one comes in at 6.5, then I'll bet you they do 25. If it comes in at 7, they do 25. It comes in at 7.1, they do 25. It doesn't matter. So make decisions when you have to make decisions. Okay? Now, chips are going nuts. I believe that Biden is meeting with Xi Monday. I don't know. Chips are going nuts. These NVIDIA, we have these 150. We bought so many things. This thing went 10x. NOW 1 to 14. They went as high as 24. 24. We sold them at 14 to 390s. Okay. Wow. Snow went as high as 149 on the stock. Those things went 17 in the money, 1 to 17. We sold them at 1,000%. NVIDIA, we bought at 17 cents. They're going to open at 260. That's 2,000%. We sold them. Lam Research, we bought at 175, had gone down to 30 cents. They're going to open at $17. This was a rally of ages. What happens today? I don't know. I would love if Tesla can get through 196, it can get legs. If it gets 203, it can really fly. Netflix, does it go? I don't know. But we have so many of these 280s at 33 cents. They're up $1. May sell them if it doesn't get there. We'll see. Let's see. You may get news. Maybe you don't. Snow looks like it wants to take out 151. If it trades at 151 today, it can go all the way to 161. Chips are just running. And people immediately yesterday are saying, oh, you can short today. So here's the mindset. Remember the mindset you had for 10 years? Every single day you had a day like this, we'd say, oh my God, if we get a second day, we make a ton of money. So now, all those shorts are saying, every single time we run up, oh my God, we're going to open down 40 handles. I see two tweets out there saying, huge short day. It's all profit taking, it's going to go down. Well, at some point, you get a second day. At some point, it doesn't go down. And why do you think, if they loved it yesterday, they're going to hate it today? Maybe they like it, maybe they don't. I don't know if they do or they don't. I know that we bought these 3980s at $2. They're going to be 25. Think about that. You didn't even have to trade like it. You just hold stuff yesterday and it went crazy, right? So amazing day. How far does it go? Here's what I know. If the dollar keeps collapsing, and the dollar's down 113, if the dollar hits 105 today, and I don't know if it can, that's a lot, then you're going to see an insane rally to 4,100. I mean, that huge. And the biggest benefactor is CRM. Remember, they have those huge contracts that get paid in euros, converts to dollars. Instead of converting at 113, now you convert at 105. That's 8% better. On $1 billion, that's $80 million. It's a big deal. A big deal. Then we see. Okay? So that's what I know. Okay? But so what Sam does is, so let's go back to it. So right away, Sam sold those now. So we banked a 10 grand position. Boom, sold for 14. You make 130 grand. So now you immediately say to yourself, okay, I don't give a shit if we lose 30 grand. I made 100. And you have all these other positions. So you start buying things for 10 cents and 20 cents and 15 cents. You're still up 100. And meanwhile, snow finally opens and you sell those, you make another 100. So now you're up 200. So you're buying these things. I would not have bought the NVIDIAs at 17 cents or the Googles. I wouldn't buy any of these things if you didn't make that 100 grand. If I made 50 grand, I would have bought them, but I wouldn't have bought 300 of the NVIDIAs. I'd have bought 100. So $1,000 if I'd only made 50. That's trading. That's how you do it. So today's very straightforward. If snow takes out 151, it'll be through yesterday's high, and they're going to run it. If Netflix can take out 282, this can get 291, 296, 301. Jesus, let's see. Well, I don't know. Tesla all about 193. Google about 96. Amazon about 100. It's trying. The chips are absolutely going nuts. I didn't buy the Avago, but the Avago was at I was watching it yesterday. It was $4.93, and the 500s were $2. And I'm like, this is stupid expensive. And I said, they know it's going to go, and they're going to be $12. And that's the market you have. And let me tell you this, Amazon, if it takes out 101, they may squeeze this thing to 107. 107. Wow, 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 wow. Now, the risk. Here's the risk for tomorrow. I meant tomorrow, Monday. Is this FTX continues to crater and all of Bitcoin craters. It deleverages and craters. If that happens, it can happen over the weekend and into Monday. It's possible. So maybe in the last half hour, people start taking risk off and say, okay, we don't want the risk into Monday. Possible, right? So something to know. Very straightforward. But today, just watching the dollar. Now it's $1.25. This is huge moves. If it gets down 2 cents, this 105 is such a number, it can go to 103. This at one even par, 1-to-1 on the dollar. 1-to-1 on the dollar. You had 3,400, 4,300, 4,400 on SPX. Now, I don't care if it goes to 4,300 and goes to 3,700. I just care till I sell. And that's it. That's it. Watch NOW looks carbon copy of yesterday. This may hit 422 in the first 5 minutes. So we have these 410s, and we can get 12 for those from one. No, we bought them at 2. You can get 12. Interesting. That'll be another $100,000 today right off the start. And then we see. So that's what we know. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Okay, good morning, everybody. 11:11. What a day. What a week. Fun happens. You have to be ready. One last comment, we'll get started. When you wait for something to happen, we're waiting for the dollar to break 105. We're waiting for a good CPI. So let's say you wait for something and it finally happens. You're waiting for snow to announce up, to guide up. If they finally guide up, don't you get in? Now, if you're not waiting for that, that's a different story. If you're waiting for the Fed to come out and say, I pivot, and we go up 300 handles, do you say, oh, I've got to wait for a pullback? Or do you get it? If you wait for something to happen, you're waiting for it, and then news finally happens, do you not go in with both feet? Just know that. That's out there. Okay? Interesting. Okay, let's see where we were. We are at SPX. We walk in here, 21. Up 21, you have 39, 39.77. You got 39.82, 4,000, 4,009. So here's the thing. We hit 4,000, we may drop. If we get through, let me tell you, the 40 tens are $6. They're not 50 cents. If we get through 40.10 on a slow day because the bond market's closed, your bank's closed, we may absolutely get to 40.51 today. Jesus. That would put those 3,900s if you did both sides. The 3,600 puts at 3 and 3,900 calls at 4. That would put them at 160 from 4. Goldman Sachs, runner, 381, 392, under 352. Avago, 411, 416, 422, underneath 491. NVIDIA, 162, 166. This just looks like 171. This is going to aggravate me because these 17 centers are going to go to $17. 10,000%. Jesus, Sam's going to sold them. He sold them. He took 1,000%. He's going to need a whipping. Somebody going to whip Sam. There you go. Okay. Lam Research, non-stop 496, 500. Amazon, does it break 101? Not 100. 101. If it breaks 101, 103, 106. CrowdStrike, 141. Microsoft, 146, 149. Snowman, 151, 156. MicroStrategy, 152 downside. Netflix, 281, 282 next. NOW, watch this one. This is a gapper to 422. If 422 breaks 432. 432. Let's see if we can get 10 for these or 12 right off the bat. So you make your 100 grand, and then you play just like yesterday. You buy, sell, do whatever you want to do. Okay? Tesla. 193, 196, 196, 196. 200, 203, 206, 216. Googleicious, 97, 100. And phase 311. Wow, what a day. What a day. What a day. Wow, chips are running. Can Netflix go? NOW and snow. Watch the dollar. Rippy. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.